React. Learning from the docs.
Hi friends, welcome to Learning from Docs. Today we'll learn React concepts in a simple way. Let's get started.
Add React to an existing project. If you want to add some interactivity to your existing project, you don't have to rewrite it in React. Add React to your existing stack, and render interactive components anywhere. Using React for an entire subroute of your existing website.
Let's say you have an existing web app at example.com built with another server technology, like Rails, and you want to implement all routes starting with example.com/sumapp fully with React. Here's how we recommend to set it up.
How to set it up. First, build the React part of your app using one of the React-based frameworks. Second, specify /sumapp as the base path in your framework's configuration. And third, configure your server or a proxy so all requests under /sumapp are handled by your React app.
This ensures the React part of your app can benefit from the best practices baked into those frameworks. Many React-based frameworks are full stack and let your React app take advantage of the server. However, you can use the same approach even if you can't or don't want to run JavaScript on the server. In that case, serve the static HTML, CSS, and JS export at /sumapp instead.
Using React for a part of your existing page.
Let's say you have an existing page built with another technology, either a server one like Rails or a client one like Backbone, and you want to render interactive React components somewhere on that page. That's a common way to integrate React. In fact, it's how most React usage looked at Meta for many years. You can do this in 2 steps.
The 2 steps. First, set up a JavaScript environment that lets you use JSX syntax. Split your code into modules with import and export, and use npm packages such as React. Second, render your React components where you want to see them on the page.
The exact approach depends on your existing page setup, so let's walk through some details.
Step 1. Set up a modular JavaScript environment.
A modular JavaScript environment lets you write your React components in individual files, as opposed to writing all of your code in a single file. It also lets you use all the wonderful packages published by other developers on the npm registry, including React itself. How you do this depends on your existing setup.
Setting up your environment. If your app already uses import statements, try the setup you have. You may need to transform your code with Babel and enable the Babel React preset to use JSX. If your app has no setup for compiling modules, set it up with Vite, which maintains many integrations with backends like Rails, Django, and Laravel.
To check whether your setup works, run this command in your project folder, npm install react DOM. Then add these lines of code at the top of your main JavaScript file. It might be called index.js or main.js. If the entire content of your page was replaced by a hello world, everything worked. Keep reading. Integrating a modular JavaScript environment into an existing project for the first time can feel intimidating, but it's worth it. If you get stuck, try our community resources or the Vite chat.
Step 2. Render React components anywhere on the page.
In the previous step, you put this code at the top of your main file. Of course, you don't actually want to clear the existing HTML content. Delete this code. Instead, you probably want to render your React components in specific places in your HTML. Open your HTML page, or the server templates that generate it, and add a unique ID attribute to any tag, for example. This lets you find that HTML element with document.getElement by it and pass it to createRoot, so you can render your own React component inside. Notice how the original HTML content from index.html is preserved, but your own navigation bar React component now appears inside the nav element from your HTML. Read the createRoot usage documentation to learn more about rendering React components inside an existing HTML page. When you adopt React in an existing project, it's common to start with small interactive components like buttons, and then gradually keep moving upwards until eventually your entire page is built with React. If you ever reach that point, we recommend migrating to a React framework right after to get the most out of React.
Using React Native in an existing native mobile app.
React Native can also be integrated into existing native apps incrementally. If you have an existing native app for Android, with Java or Kotlin, or iOS, with Objective-C or Swift, follow the React Native guide to add a React Native screen to it. Next steps. Explore the full React documentation to dive deeper into adding React to an existing project.
Thank you for watching.